ingredients database. This video will provide a general overview of the NHPID and how to use it when preparing for a natural health product license application. This web video is not meant to provide complete instructions, but to provide an introduction to the tool. It is recommended to read all associated user guides and guidance documents and to attend other webinars and workshops offered by NHPD. From Health Canada's homepage, the NHPID is easily accessible by the following URL: www.healthcanada.gc.ca/NHPonline. This brings you to the homepage for NHPID's online solution. From here, you select Natural Health Products Ingredients Database. This page will provide you with some background information on the NHPID. The NHPID was designed to capture and provide access to a scientific repository of approved medicinal and non-medicinal ingredient information, as well as NHPD monograph and abbreviated labeling standards. To validate content of product license applications as they are prepared electronically, and serve as a reference standard for internal assessment and for the natural health products industry. Here you will also find access to the NHP Online System Standard Terminology Guide, which provides additional information on the terminology used in the NHPID. By clicking on the purple button, we will now launch the ingredients database. This is the main screen for the NHPID. The NHPID is a database that contains over 12,000 ingredients in total, including component ingredients, medicinal, non-medicinal, homeopathic, and non-NHPs. Many ingredients have dual roles, both MI and NMI, for use in NHPs. Using the NHPID, you can verify an ingredient's classification, if it's an NHP or not, and its role, medicinal or non-medicinal. The NHPID also replaces the previous list of approved non-medicinal ingredients. Remember that ingredients found in the NHPID are not approved for safety or efficacy. The NHPID has more than just ingredients, as it contains standard terminology found under the Controlled Vocabulary section. This section is used for dosage forms, routes of administration, non-medicinal ingredient purposes, and recognized test methods, among others. As per the Application Management Policy of August 2010, all medicinal and non-medicinal ingredients used in NHPs must be listed as such in the NHPID. This means that if they are not listed as such in the NHPID, the applicant is responsible for submitting a request to the NHPID to add these ingredients and/or their role to the database prior to submitting. The same principle can be applied to dosage forms, routes of administration, and non-medicinal purposes. Using the information found in the NHPID helps to reduce the number of product license application refusals and helps to reduce the time for initial review. The NHPID is also the gateway to our published pre-cleared information, or PCI, such as single ingredient and product monographs, abbreviated labeling standards, and other labeling standards. By clicking on the link for the PCI desired, for example, product monographs, you will be brought to NHPD's product monographs, listed alphabetically. From this page, you can also easily navigate to other pieces of PCI by selecting the tab at the top. Clicking on the name will open the monograph. At any place in the NHPID, you can go back to the home screen by selecting the link at the top. To search for ingredients, type the name of the ingredient in the Search For field. You can select from the drop-down list a role to further define your search results. Wildcards can also be used. An asterisk or % act as placeholders, while quotations will search for an exact match. Please note that queries are not case sensitive. However, they are sensitive to spelling and accents, which is important when searching in French. For example, if we search for calcium without specifying a role, we get almost 180 results. If we want to limit to medicinal, we can now change the role to medicinal and select search. Our results are narrowed down to 24 ingredients. If we now include quotations, we get our exact match. You can see here that when PCI is available for an ingredient, it will appear in the search results screen. This is so that you know when a monograph or abbreviated labeling standard exists for an ingredient. By clicking on the ingredient name, you are brought to the ingredient entry. The top portion displays basic information such as the proper name, common name, the category of ingredient, if there are any PCI available. Scrolling down the entry, you will find the information on the ingredient's role. The ingredient entry information will differ based on the ingredient type. For example, if we search for a herbal ingredient, such as echinacea, and select the ingredient entry has additional information such as the preparations and source material. By clicking on the source material, we can see that there are different constituents. As well, we can see the taxonomical synonyms. By clicking on the constituents, we can see the various sub-ingredients that have been identified. This is important to know as it directly relates to how information can be entered in the electronic PLA. Now going back to the NHPID main page, we will take a look at the controlled vocabulary section. You can search here for controlled vocabulary the same way as searching for ingredients. Here though, you must specify a category. If you wish to see a full list of all dosage forms, simply select the category as dosage forms and click on search. You can see now that there are over 100 dosage forms NHPD considers acceptable, with any identified synonyms and a brief description of the dosage form. Another helpful search category is test methods. NHPD has 400 recognized test methods. These test methods are considered acceptable when used for quality testing of a natural health product and are directly related to the finished product specifications template. Back to the NHPID main page, there is also a What's New section. Clicking on this button will give you a list of all updates that have been made to the NHPID since the last update cycle. The update cycle is approximately every 2 weeks, and any new, revised, or removed information can be found here. Additionally, each What's New is archived for easy access. It is recommended that applicants check the What's New section when waiting for particular updates or requests made. As mentioned previously, changes to the NHPID may be requested through an issue form, which is available at the bottom of the NHPID main page. For more information on submitting requests to the NHPID, please refer to the web video on the NHPID issue form and the associated guides. For further information on the NHPID, you may contact Ingredient Support, a submission coordinator, or the PLA Info email account. Thank you very much.